Cultural impact of British colonialism in Kenya, unearthing the legacy, effects today. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Zilla Tales. In today's video, we are delving into a topic of profound historical and cultural significance: the impact of British colonialism on Kenya's rich heritage. We'll explore how the British Empire's presence undermined Kenya's culture and supplanted it with their own, as well as the lasting effects of these actions that still resonate in the country today. Let's get started. Before we dive into the details, let's set the stage. Kenya, a land of diverse ethnic groups and cultures, was a jewel of Africa. The British arrived in the late 19th century, marking the beginning of a colonial era that profoundly reshaped Kenya's trajectory. The British colonialists sought to establish control and maximize their influence. As part of their strategy, they aimed to civilize and modernize the indigenous population. This often meant imposing their own culture, language, and values onto the local communities. One of the primary tools of cultural influence was language. The British imposed English as the official language, gradually marginalizing local languages and knowledge systems. Schools were established to teach British values, history, and traditions, further eroding indigenous cultural identities.
They pushed the native population underfoot with institutionalized poverty and forced labor, specifically affecting the ethnic group known as the Kikuyu.
The British also introduced land policies that disrupted traditional land ownership systems. Many communities were displaced from their ancestral lands, severing their connection to their heritage and weakening their sense of identity. Cultural appropriation was rampant during the colonial era. Traditional artifacts, artworks, and even sacred sites were looted and taken to British museums. This not only robbed Kenya of its cultural heritage, but also contributed to a skewed perception of African civilizations. The impact of British colonialism is still visible in Kenya today. The dominance of English in education and governance, the displacement of communities, and the erosion of cultural practices continue to influence the nation's social fabric. Kenya's struggle with identity is an ongoing challenge. Many Kenyans grapple with a sense of disconnection from their roots, while others seek to reclaim and revive their traditional cultures, languages, and practices. Despite the challenges, there is a growing movement to revive and celebrate Kenya's cultural heritage. Initiatives range from language revitalization programs to cultural festivals that showcase the richness of various ethnic traditions. Healing the wounds of colonialism requires acknowledgement, dialogue, and understanding. By recognizing the deep cultural impact, Kenya can work towards building a more inclusive and diverse society that values its indigenous heritage. The legacy of British colonialism in Kenya is a complex and multifaceted story. It's crucial to engage in conversations about this history to better comprehend the challenges and opportunities faced by the nation today. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Kenya's cultural journey. If you found this video thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. As always, stay curious and stay engaged. Until next time.